Hey guys, thanks for coming to my YouTube channel, Mind Cultivation. I'm Anna, and I wanted to do a review of a book called Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. Now, I got the audiobook, so hopefully you can see my little printout here of what the book cover looks like. Daring Greatly by Brené Brown was much longer than the last one, at 8.5 hours audio. She talked about things like vulnerability, shame, and connecting with others. There was so much information, really, I could have probably done an hour-long review. As some of you may know, Brené Brown has been a researcher for over a decade and has a PhD in social work. She's done a TED Talk and is the author of several books. Daring Greatly is about what she calls the wholehearted. In her definition, wholehearted people are people who are most resilient to shame and believe in their worthiness. That might sound like a quick and easy topic, but there are many things that tie into it. It's about the courage to be vulnerable. It's about what to cultivate and what to let go of. For instance, cultivating authenticity, but also letting go of what people think. She uses her own experiences to support her endeavor of daring greatly. Her TEDx talk in Houston was one of the examples. She had to be vulnerable and put herself out there. Surprise, surprise, she's just like everybody else. I will warn you, she does use some swear words. I will tell you there are a few times she uses the P word. I didn't want to hear it then, and I don't want to hear it now. Brené Brown said that in order to be true to her research, she had to communicate how that was communicated to her. She needs to share the participants' responses the way that they were presented to her. I think in her eyes, paraphrasing would have made it erroneous. Okay, fine, but I still could have done without that one. I'm getting off my high horse now. Everyone has a pet peeve, that just happens to be my pet peeve. She oscillates between speaking personably and providing statistics like any researcher would. To me, it seemed like a thesis paper with personal experiences to support that thesis. Being a shame researcher for over a decade, it doesn't surprise me this is the way her book comes across. Now, I don't want to end this on a negative note because I really did like the audiobook. Had I been reading a physical book with a highlighter and pen, I think the book would have been more beneficial to me. I don't suggest getting the audiobook unless you have a place that you can sit down and take notes. I think getting the physical book or the Kindle book would be the better way to go. Not to date myself, but I am of the generation of people who still like to have a physical book in their hands. I have a long commute to work, so I use this time to listen to audiobooks. That's the only reason I didn't get this in a physical form. I would give the audiobook 3.5 out of 5 stars. Had it been the physical book, I would have given 4 out of 5 stars. It's very long and it's very difficult to get the information to sink in. I need to pay attention to the road. On the upside, there's a lot of information on how all of us dare greatly. It's about how we use our armor to keep from being vulnerable. It's about how we perceive what matters most to us. This book shows how we can get out of the rut and forge ahead. Now, if you're interested, you can find the link for the book Daring Greatly by Brené Brown in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, let me know what you thought of it. If you're interested in further information, I put links to my blog as well as to my social media. Thanks so much for coming to my YouTube channel, Mind Cultivation. I'm Anna. Have a great day.